Good morning, everybody. I woke up Saturday morning, looked at my house and just thought, do you know what? I cannot live like this anymore. I had let it go Friday night. Normally, I love to do a Friday night clean in the evening once the kids go to bed. But we just had some family time. We watched a movie and I thought, I'm just going to leave it now and I'll do it another day. But I woke up Saturday. I was feeling so claustrophobic in my own house. And I just thought, no, like this needs doing now. We couldn't even make breakfast because the kitchen was just so full of stuff. We couldn't even get to the sink. The only thing I didn't have to do was the bathrooms because I did do them the night before. That's the one thing I did do. All 3 bathrooms. So the rest of the house, I just thought, no, this needs a good clean now. So I just got straight to it. I started off in the kitchen because obviously, like I said, the kids needed lunch. They needed to make their breakfasts. So I just wanted that as a clear space so they could actually get in there and make some food.
I can't tell what's wrong or right. Should I go without saying goodbye?
I always complain about how dirty these shelves get. I clean them every other day and the dust that gets on them because it's stainless steel is ridiculous. So I've actually found some of the, is it called vinyl wrap, which I've ordered off eBay. We're going to go for a marble effect. And I just thought I can't have this looking like this anymore. I feel like even just a watermark gets on it, it looks so filthy again. So I just thought, no, this needs to change now. So I've gone for a white marble effect look.
There's a hunger in my soul, makes me keep on trying, holding on. Take me all the way, all the way. Take me all the way, and I keep on searching for my home. There's a place where the sun won't go away. Wide awake with an open mind.
The cleaner product I'm using here, I think I got it from Lidl or Aldi. It was one of the two. I'll have to check the back of the bottle because I'm sure it says it on there. But it's a country orange disinfectant. It smells so amazing, so fresh. You know when you cut open an orange, just that fresh smell. It's so nice, and I was panicking thinking the sides would be left sticky, but they're not at all. It's honestly the nicest smelling cleaner. Normally kind of the wild rhubarb it's called from Method. That's my favourite, but since using this is honestly my favourite smelling cleaning product ever. It smells so good.
Take me all the way, and I keep on searching for my home.
Excuse the random French stick bread on the side. My husband just came back from Co-op. He was getting some bits for lunch for later. But I just wanted to clean down the island. This gets so filthy because obviously the kids sit here and eat. And then I wiped down all the fronts of the kitchen cupboards. They're shiny white, so any little mark shows up on them. You can't see from this far, but if you go up close, there was fingerprints on it, hand marks. It just looked dreadful. So I've given them all the clean down, all the top ones, all the drawers, and it just smelled so good in there afterwards. this era, or clothes horse, whatever you call it, we got from eBay last year. It cost me £18 or £19, and it holds so many clothes. I didn't realise it was going to come this big, but you can fold all the sides in, which I do at the end, so it goes really thin and flat. It's not like sticking out in the way or taking up much room. Honestly, the amount of stuff you can hang on this. We had the old ones where we would put so much on it, it would bend and the legs would start snapping, but this one, we have put so much on there. There's also room at the top so you can hang hangers on it and hang your jumpers on there if you want to dry your hoodies that way or your dresses. And honestly, the best clothes horse dryer I've ever owned. And I just normally put this into the garden as well. We have got a washing line, but it's so hard to get up, and because we've moved space, it keeps falling over. The space we had is now taken up by the trampoline, so I don't know why, it just doesn't like this space in the garden, the only place we can put it really. So I just take the air out there, and it honestly holds so many clothes. It's the best thing I've ever brought. Don't worry, this lantern here is plastic and it's got fake candles in there, not real. My son Jasper was just putting his dinosaurs in there and putting them in prison apparently and saying bye to them. So he was so happy playing with it, and I thought, normally I'm like, no, because you're going to get finger marks on it. I'm like a clean freak, but today I just let him play with it and he was having the best time. And then onto the dining room. This is actually clean as what it normally looks like, because my son loves to bring all his toys in onto the table. Every time it's dinner time, I have to literally remove a toy shop off of the table just to have our dinner. It's a nightmare, but he actually was good today. He'd only had, I think it was 3 cars on there, and then he wasn't really interested in bringing anything else on. He's come to be nosy now. He loves cleaning. Like, he'll love to get a cloth and help me clean, which is the cutest thing ever. But sometimes when I'm in a rush and I just want to get it done, I'm thinking, okay, come out the way. But yeah, he didn't want to clean today, which is nice. This unit here, so I've always wanted one of these units in the house, and my husband was always like, no, it's not going to look nice in the dining room, it won't go. And he was wrong. I absolutely love it. I found this, it was like a dark pine colour. On Facebook, someone was selling it for £30, and I was like, I need that, and I want to paint it grey because our dining room's kind of like a grey theme, and I'm just so happy with it. It's got all my Disney bits in the shelves and like in the little cupboards, and then down the bottom I've just got a few randomy bits on there. But I am just so obsessed with this unit, and the fact that we got it for £30, I'm over the moon. I know when you open the doors I haven't painted the inside, but to be honest, no one's going to go in there. No one's going to see they're not painted. It's only us here. But yeah, I love it. And for the record, my husband as well was like, okay, I was wrong. It looks amazing. So I was having a bit of a told you so moment there. And then I wanted to pull all the chairs out this time. Normally I'd get my little, sorry, you can see me doing this weird like dance thing. A fly kept flying right into my face. My husband got it out the window at the end, but when I watched it back, I was thinking, what am I doing? Then I remembered it was a fly. But I wanted to pull all the chairs out today and hoover under the table properly. I normally would get my little Shark handheld hoover out and just go under there myself, but today I thought, no, I'm going to do it all properly, pull the chairs out, because even with the handheld, sometimes I move a chair and there was a crumb under the chair leg or I forgot something. But no, today I thought I'm doing it properly. I just need this house clean. And then I was just giving the kitchen floor a bit of a hoover. I zoom up in a minute to my bar stools. So because they're also stainless steel at the bottom or whatever metal, they get so filthy, like my bits where my plates are on. It's just, it looks a mess, and I get so embarrassed when someone comes over and I forgot to clean them. Obviously no one's coming over at the moment, but when they are allowed to. So yeah, I gave them a good scrub today and they come up so shiny and clean. And now onto the messiest room in the house, our bedroom. I feel like I clean the girls' bedrooms. The girls' bedrooms actually were spotless. I just had to hoover them today because they are very good. They put their own clothes away. They make their own beds. So all I had to do was fold the washing up in our room and just kind of clear up the stuff everywhere. I had an Easter egg still under my bedside table, which I threw away today because I'm not going to eat it. I just have it there in case I want some, but I'm not going to. So I just threw that in the bin. I'd eaten most of it. And then, yeah, the washing, I had like 4 days worth of dried washing here that I had to put away, and I just keep putting that off, and then I'd fold it up and leave it on the bed, then we'd move it onto the floor when it was bedtime, and then I'd put it back on the bed the next day, like I'm going to do that today. Then I'd put it back on the floor, and I just knew I need to get it done now because otherwise it's not going to be done. I'm actually sitting in my room doing this voiceover and it's so clean and tidy. My husband even come up and was like, oh, it's looking very clean in here. So yeah, I just wanted to dust the sides down, sort my chest of drawers out. I need to do a bit more storage in this room as well, like some storage ideas, but for now it will do. It's clean, it's tidy. That's all I can ask for right now. And then I was just sorting out here what needs to go into the drawers, what I need to hang up. I like to hang my like jumpers, cardigans, dresses up, and then the rest I will just put in the drawer. So I was just kind of going through that. I did fold them up, don't worry. I didn't put them away looking like this, but I didn't film that bit either. and then onto my son's room. To be honest, this was tidy for him. He's 2. When he goes to bed, so the littler chest of drawers are for his toys. The bigger ones are his clothes. And normally every single drawer is out, thrown across the floor. Some days I just walk in there in the morning and walk back out and think, no, I'm just going to shut the door and not look. He trashes that bedroom and I just don't know what else to do. I also cleaned the telly. So we never normally have a telly in his room, but this time we found a little one we had in the loft with a DVD player on the side. He has been not sleeping well at night, so we actually got this telly to see if he would stay in bed, and he has. Like, we put one movie on at night and he'll settle down, he'll go straight to sleep after, so it's been like a little lifesaver. But I did have to just clean it down with a duster because it was so dusted. It must have been in the loft now a good 2 to 3 years. It was my daughter's when she was younger, but yeah, he's so happy with it, and he has currently been watching Minions every night, so if it makes him sleep and it means we get some sleep, I'm going to do it. Then all that was left to do upstairs is just to hoover the room. So I hoovered my son's room, the hallway, our room, both my daughter's rooms, and then I also done down the stairs as well because the stairs pick up so much dirt. I don't know about your houses, but as I think it's just, I do not allow shoes on in the house. That's my one rule. We do not wear shoes in the house. But the stairs, the amount of like bits of fluff on it, I think it's from socks, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, just stuff gets everywhere on it and it just looked a mess. But there's nothing better than cleaning the stairs. I love like clean stairs. Also, I got my little Shark handheld hoover, and our bed is it velour you'd call it, that fabric? I dusted the top of the headboard and the top of the footboard, if that's what you call it, but I can't believe the dust it picked up. You can't really see in this, but I should have shown you inside the hoover afterwards. It was awful, and I'll be honest, I've probably had this bed now 3 years, and I've dusted the top and the bottom about 6-7 times, which is a bit embarrassing to admit, but because it's grey you can't see the dust on it. But trust me, it was so dusty, it was awful, and I'm going to make sure now every week, that's my to do, I'm going to dust it every single week without fail. Okay, I didn't bother hoovering or clearing the toys up in this room because they're still playing in here, but as you saw, I've done this, the TV unit, all the windows and the windowsills, so that's fine. I will hoover tonight once the toys are cleared up. And in here is clean. I've just got the bits here that are going to dry to put away. I've got the kids just going to make some lunch now, and someone is playing with all the apples, aren't you? Excuse me?
Everybody.
You playing with the apples, Jasper?
Yeah.
Yeah, you messing the kitchen up again? Apple, yeah. So that is today's cleaning video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If there's a certain room you want me to actually clean or organise, clothes drawers need to be organised desperately. The kitchen needs a good organised, but I've just kind of cleaned today and I'll do that another day. So if there's any certain videos you want to see, let me know and I'll get them filmed. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again soon.